Lines and Angles, exercise 5.1 for the students of class 7. Welcome, dear students. So, let us start with the exercise 5.1. Here, first of all, in the introduction of lines and angles, we have few points. First of all, point. What is the meaning of point? First of all, this point is denoted by one simple dot. This is called point. Now, next part is line segment. What is line segment? My dear students, suppose we have 2 points, point P and second point is Q. P and Q, these are 2 points. Now, if we join these 2 points, P and Q, right? This way, I am going to join these 2 points with the help of one scale. Then this is called line segment. Okay? First of all, we discussed about the point. Point is simple dot. Simple dot is called point. Right? Thereafter, joining 2 points, this line is called line segment. Okay, next is line. What is the meaning of line? Suppose we have again 2 points. First point is P, second point is Q. Right? Again we join these 2 points. Right? With the help of the scale, we are going to join these 2 points. This way, we have joined, but we extend to both sides. After P and after Q, we extend both sides and make arrow mark. Then this becomes line. This is called line. Next part, we have ray. What is the meaning of ray? Now, in case of ray, we have just 1 point, right? And from this point, we draw this line, right? And put arrow mark to one side only. Then this is called ray. Next, very important part of the chapter is about angle. We shall discuss here about angle. Now, first of all, the introduction of angle. What is angle? Suppose we have any line or any ray or any line segment, right? So this way, suppose this is the ray, right? Now, from the initial point of the ray, there is one another ray, right? Second ray also passes through the same initial point. Now, this angle between the two rays, okay, this is called angle. This is called angle. Okay, oftenly we denote this angle by theta. Okay, this symbol is called theta. My dear students, now we are going to discuss some facts about angles. So they are called related angles. Related angles. So the very first point is complementary angles. complementary angles, right? What is the meaning of complementary angles? Suppose I have one angle, the measure of this angle is 30 degree. What is the measure? 30 degree. So we have to find one another angle so that sum of the two angles is equal to 90 degree. Now you tell me what should be the other angle so that the sum is 90 degree. Obviously this should be the angle of 60 degree. Angle of 60 degree, right? 60 degree. Now because 30 degree plus 60 degree becomes 90 degree. So what we say here, complementary angle of 30 degree is equal to 60 degree. Similarly, complementary angle of 60 degree is equal to 30 degree. So this way, subtracting from 90 degree, we can find the complementary angle of the other angle. So the very first condition for the complementary angles is sum of the two angles should be 90 degree. Now we shall discuss about supplementary angles. Supplementary angles. Okay, if the sum of two angles is equal to 180 degree, then the two angles are called supplementary angles. Suppose I have one angle is, this is one angle. Suppose the measure of this angle is 120 degree. 120 degree, right? Now I have one another angle, and the measure of this angle is 60 degree. What is the measure? The measure of this angle is 60 degree. Now what we see? The sum 120 degree plus 60 degree is equal to 180 degree. If the sum of two angles is equal to 180 degree, then we say that two angles are supplementary angles. Now what is the question? Question is, what is the supplementary angle of 120 degree? So answer will be 60 degree. Similarly, supplementary angle of 60 degree will be equal to 120 degree, right? Next we have adjacent angles. Adjacent angles. What are adjacent angles? Suppose I have one angle. For one angle we need ray, initial point. Thereafter second ray which starts from the same initial point, from same starting point. So this is the first angle, right? Suppose the name of this first angle is 1, right? Now what happens, this is called initial ray. Initial ray. Initial ray means starting ray of the angle, and this is called terminal ray, right? Ending ray of the angle. Now in order to find the adjacent angle, we have to find the another angle, but here terminal ray becomes initial ray. So this way we have this ray and this is another ray, so that now this angle becomes angle number 2, right? Now these two angles are attached, and attaching ray, this is common, right? And the initial point is also common. So this way angle 1 and angle 2 are called adjacent angles. Adjacent angles, okay? They are attached with one ray and one initial point. Next part is very important, linear pair. Linear pair. Pair mean two, okay? Group of two. Linear mean straight line. So here first of all we have to combine these two. We have suppose one straight line, right? This is the terminal line and this is the initial line, right? So initial line and second one is terminal ray. Initial ray, terminal ray, but they are on the same line, right? But somewhere here we have third ray. So here this is called angle 1 and this is called angle 2. Now what happens on the straight line, the sum of two angles, angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. If the sum of two angles is equal to 180 degree and the vertex is same, initial point of the angles is same, then these two angles are called making linear pair. These two angles are making linear pair. In case of linear pair, sum is equal to 180 degree. My dear students, this exercise, this chapter is very interesting chapter. So we should listen, we should watch the video very carefully, right? Our next part is vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. What are vertically opposite angles, right? So here in order to find the vertically opposite angles, first of all we make one line. One line mean both side we make arrow mark, okay? There is one another line and these two lines are intersecting to each other. Again, what we say, there is arrow at both sides, right? Now, vertically opposite angles. Here, this angle is equal to this angle. These two angles are equal. If this angle is 1 and this angle is 3, then what we say, angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Similarly, if this angle is 2 and then this angle will be equal to 4. Here angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Vertically opposite angles are always equal. 2 is equal to 4. The vertically opposite angles 1 and 3 are angle 1 and angle 3 are vertically opposite angles, so they are also equal. We can have one example with the help of scissor we can understand, right? Here in the scissor, this angle is equal to this angle, so these two angles are vertically opposite angles, they are equal. Similarly, this angle is equal to this angle, right? They are also vertically opposite angles.